Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Fuel F287. This is a great travel trailer toy hauler, and it has a huge garage. This one is just over 16 foot long, so if you have a big side-by-side, you need a toy hauler to put it in, this may be a good option for you. The other thing I love about this floor plan is that all of your entertainment space is located right here in the back. So if you're looking for a camper where you kind of want to be the central hub where everyone comes to your camper to hang out, then again, this is a great floor plan for it. Because as you can see in the back, you have your double rollover sofas here with the table right in between, which is a perfect spot for enjoying meals together, as well as being able to play games together. Plus, because both of those do roll over, it also gives you additional sleeping space. You have the queen bed right there. Also, you have a queen bed up top, so you have two queen beds back here, meaning you can sleep 4 adults quite comfortably. Right in front of that, you have your 2 swivel rockers here, and across from that's a jackknife sofa. So again, a ton of space to be able to sit back here and be able to hang out. You will also notice the carpet piece that is laid down, so that way you have the extra entertainment space. If you don't have the carpet here, that you can set up a table right here as well. So if you need an extra table, you can set that up there too. But let's go back to the back here a second. Of course, the ramp door you see right there. Now, something that is new for 2019, if you want a party deck on the Fuel, it can now be ordered. It has to be specially ordered, so whatever salesperson is helping you out, they'll have to make sure that they specially order it from the manufacturer that way, but you can get an upgraded ramp door with a party deck now. You'll also see that you have the kind of 4-season screen doors there, which are fantastic. It has a zipper in the center, which I like, so that way if you are entering or exiting from the ramp, you can just unzip it quickly and easily exit, and then zip it right back up. As I mentioned, you have the queen bed up top, same thing right down below here. You also have the curtain, which you can close off for privacy. So if people are sleeping back here and you're still up doing things, not an issue, you can close that off. If we take a look over here, you have the big window right behind the 2 swivel rockers there. Great view out to the campsite. Storage up top as well. You can see that's pretty good storage up there. And then right next door to that, you have additional storage here. Open that up for you. You can see that. You also have your multimedia center located right here. This unit is not only a radio, but it's also a DVD player. So if you want to watch a movie, you can pop it right in there. It is pre-wired to the TV. The control for that bed system is right here. And then you have your thermostat right next to that. This does control both your ducted heat as well as your ducted AC. Right around the corner here is your power vent fan control. So you have a power vent fan in the kitchen. So if you need to quickly get some smells out, you can open up some windows, turn that on, and it will definitely assist in that. Making our way back across over here. So this is all one big slide out. Your jackknife sofa here moving into the kitchen. This is all a slide, which is what helps give you a lot of this additional space. Because this is a jackknife sofa, it can drop down into a bed, but it's a fairly small bed. Probably most adults probably couldn't sleep there, but if you have a smaller child, that's a great spot for it. All across the front here, you kind of have this cool decorative glass on there, and we open that up again. You can see that there's plenty of storage located in there. And moving along in the slide, you have storage here above your kitchen countertop too. You'll also see right up top, kind of on the fascia here, the slide out, you have the little Fuel emblem. It's kind of neat. I like the fact how they put the silver in the center, kind of helps break up the wood look a little bit. You have the stainless steel microwave, the hood underneath with both a light and a fan. It is an LED light here, by the way. A good sized countertop. You have great prep space over here, which I really enjoy. You'll also see that you have the glass cover, so you can use this as prep space too if you want. Plus it folds up just like so, and it doubles as a backsplash, nice and easy to clean. You have the 3-burner cooktop there with the oven underneath if you want to do some baking. Underneath that oven, we'll open this up. You'll see good storage down there. Great spot for some of your pots and pans. And then you have 3 drawers. The top one already has a divider for all of your flatware. Underneath that, you can see this one is very deep, so if you have some larger items you want to stick in there, you can. Same thing with this one right down here. A lot of times when I go camping, I take an apple cord for the kiddos, and it tends to sit up pretty high, so it doesn't fit in a lot of your RV drawers. Those thicker ones, it definitely will. And then right here, you can see, again, a good additional storage. Probably another spot for some of your pots and pans if you can fit them through here. More pans than pots probably, but you know, either way, it is still good additional storage. And then moving up a little ways here, you get into the fridge-freezer combo. This one does have, again, kind of like the grayish panels on the front. Looks quite nice. This unit also runs off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. Moving across the way a little bit further here up top, you'll see you have some decent storage right up there. TV right over here to the side, 32-inch TV. Again, it's hooked up to that multimedia center for you. You have the electrical outlet right down below. Another one right over here. So you have 2 electrical outlets here. You know, good spot for a coffee maker. If you need to plug in, you know, blender or whatever else in the kitchen, you have a spot to do that. You have the big L-shaped space here too. So again, offering some decent prep space, especially because they give you a sink top cover here as well. High-rise faucet on that sink. When we take that sink top cover off, that'll reveal your large single bowl stainless steel sink, which is good if you have some larger dishes. You know, again, some of those bigger residential pots and pans, you can actually fit flat in here. And also, it's worth noting that this sink top cover can also double as a cutting board. If we take a look underneath that, we'll open this up for you. And you can see right down there, again, some decent additional storage. The bathroom has 2 entrances and exits, one into the main living area, the other one here into the master bath. Right in between your foot flush lever toilet, as you can see, you have plenty of leg room here, so no issues there. And then over here to the side, you'll notice your mirrored medicine cabinet. You have the double door, so it is a big medicine cabinet there, a little bit of storage here underneath. You'll also see your electrical outlet in case you need to plug in a hair dryer, curling iron, whatever else. Good countertop space on both sides. I really do like that. Your vent fan control is right over here to the side. Of course, you have a power vent fan up top, but it's pretty high, so you're not able to reach it. So that's why they have the controls there. And then underneath the sink, you will see some additional storage. And over here to the side is the neo-angle shower. I'll open this up for you. This is your travel lock. Pretty simple and easy to use. But you know, you just take that little rubber band, or not rubber band, but little rubber piece there off, and that will allow you to open it up. But obviously you want to lock it so that way as you're traveling down the road, your doors aren't you know, jostling around. When we take a look in there, it is a neo-angle shower. You can see the 2 shelves, the hand wand there as well. Obviously, it has the roller doors here in the track. The reason I like these is because when you open it up, the shower, or the water rather, runs down the door into the shower pan. Because this is a toy hauler, you have more than enough headspace. Even if you're a really tall person, you're still able to use a shower in a toy hauler, which is why a lot of tall people like toy haulers. And then right over here to the side, you see you have a massive linen closet. So definitely no shortage of storage here in the bathroom. When you step into the master bedroom, one of the things you immediately notice is the size of the bed. You get a king bed here in the Fuel, which is wonderful. You have plenty of room to be able to roll around. You're not going to elbow each other in the middle of the night. Everyone gets plenty of space. And underneath, you have good additional storage. So if you need a spot to store some larger items, that's a good spot for it. Both sides of the bed, you have nightstands there. You will also see you have a drawer for anything that you need to store by your bed. Right up above that, you have your wardrobes, big mirrors on there too. It's a tall wardrobe, so if you do have some longer items, you can actually hang them in there without crumpling up on the bottom. Then you have storage across the top here too. Directly underneath that, you have a shelf. You'll see dual USB ports there, so you have a place to charge your cell phone. It is worth noting you do have electrical outlets on the sides of the bed too, in case you need to charge them on there, in case you want them by the side of the bed. And right over here, you will see your gen set. This one comes with your Cummins Awning 4,000 watt generator as a standard. And if you are somewhere where you don't have shore power, maybe you want to turn on your AC in the middle of the night because it gets really hot, you can just fire that guy up, and that way you can run the AC. If you take a look right over here, you will see the big spot for the where to mount your TV, and then right up above that are the proper connections for it. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the Fuel F287. Right up front here, folks, you get a power tongue jack. This is a great feature. It makes it a lot easier to hook up and disconnect from your tow vehicle. Simply flip the switch here. That will raise and lower your tongue. Then you also have a light up front, so that way if you need a little extra visibility at night, you have the light there. Directly behind that are your two 30-pound propane tanks. You get bigger propane tanks on here, so that way, you know, you have more heat for a longer period of time. You can cook longer. Basically, you can stay out camping longer. So certainly love having the two 30-pound tanks, and then you give you the cover there as well. Right behind that, you'll see rails. That, of course, is for your battery. And then coming up the front here, you can see the diamond plating. This will help protect the front end from some of the rocks and debris that may get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Above that is your 3/4 front cap. You can see kind of the nose on the front here. You also have the LED lights inlaid in the side, which give it that extra aesthetic and pop, especially at night. One other thing you can kind of see right down here in the front, it's a little tough, but you can kind of see this. This is the fully enclosed and heated underbelly. It's enclosed insulated, that's important as well, and heated. As long as you have the furnace running, it's blowing that forced air right down in that underbelly to help ensure that your tanks and lines don't freeze up on you in some colder weather. Right over here to the side is your front storage. It's worth noting you have a covered hinge on here so that you don't get a bunch of rust coming down your door. It's also slam latch and magnetic. If you take a look in there, now it's not a complete true pass-through because you have the generator on the other side, but it is still a very large storage area. So, you know, if you're looking for wide storage, you definitely have it here. You can easily fit some of your bigger chairs, grills, things like that in there. Obviously, it is lit. Another thing to note is right over here is your battery disconnect, folks. That's a pretty big feature to have. That when you're done camping, you can just turn that off. It kills all power to the coach, so you don't have to constantly get into your battery box and start playing with the terminals. So just makes, again, life a little bit easier on you. Right down underneath, you have your power stabilizer jacks. You have the control right here for the front two. There'll be a control in the back for the rear two. So, you know, you have the power tongue jack and the power stabilizer jacks. It really makes setting up and tearing down a lot easier on you. You'll see the power awning here. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to roll it right back in. It does cover your entryway, so that way, you know, if it is a light rain like a drizzle, you can have the awning out and be able to walk in your door there. It's, you know, it's not gonna, you're not gonna get soaked as you're entering and exiting the RV. You'll also notice there aren't any vents underneath the awning either. That's a pretty big deal when you're talking about usable camp space. You have all this space on this side of the entryway, as well as this space on the other side of the entryway where you actually have your TV hookups. I'll talk about in just a second. Of course, right in the center is your main entryway, which you have your 3 foldable steps and the foldable grab handle. This grab handle makes it easier, gives you extra control from the very first step all the way in or out. This one does have the key alike system as well. You can see that sticker right there. What that does is it replaces your 751 keys on your baggage doors, which a lot of people don't like those because one 751 key is just like the rest, and so your stuff isn't as secure. With the key alike system, there's one key that opens your main door as well as all of your compartment doors, so that way you know all of your stuff is secure because you're the only one that has the key to it. You can see your vent over to the side of the door there, as well as the LED light strip underneath the awning. Just again, flip a switch to have that come on. You'll also see your 2 outside speakers here, so if you want music outside, you can certainly have that. Those are controlled by that multimedia center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable, so that way you can control it from out here. As I promised, TV hookup is right there. Just go ahead and drop it, your TV right in the mount there. The hookup's forward right underneath, both your cable outlet as well as your electrical outlets. Underneath that, you can see the wheels. You have aluminum alloy wheels, which are beautiful. Great thing about aluminum, of course, is the fact it doesn't rust on you, so it will stay looking great for years to come. Right in the back here, again, this is your rear power leveling. As I said, the control for that, I'm sorry, not power leveling, power stabilizer jacks. Control for that is right there. Please don't try to level your coach out with it, is what I was going to say. You want to make sure your coach is level. Those are just stabilizer jacks, but again, it makes the setup process a little bit easier on you. When you come around to the back side here, you will see the ramp door. You do have springs along the bottom, so those are helper springs. That way it's easier to lift up as well as drop back down. To drop the door down, it's pretty standard. If you've seen one ramp door on a toy hauler, you've seen the majority of them. You have this handle right here. You pull it up, swing it out. You'll do the same thing on the other side. Then you have handles right here in order to pull it down. And then you basically are just gonna walk the door down in order to drop it. If you take a look up at the top, you will see the overhang. That is new for 2019. You can see it comes out a little bit further rather than being flat. Just gives you a little bit more coverage when you have that ramp door down. You have your 2 LED lights there as well as your backup camera prep. So if you want backup camera on here, which might not be a bad idea to have. It's a pretty big travel trailer. Having that prep makes it easier to install, meaning it will save you money on the installation on labor. Right around the corner here is the ladder. To drop this down, you're gonna move these 2 pins right here, just pull them out. The ladder pulls out a little bit and drops down. That way you can climb up on the roof. 250-pound weight capacity on the ladder here, but it is a fully walkable roof, so you can certainly get up there, and I do recommend doing so just for basic maintenance, you know, or observation, inspection, as well as when you're done camping. You want to make sure you brush off sticks, pine cones, things like that off the roof. This is, of course, another exhaust vent. You have 2 on here. Right down here is your fuel fill station. So you have the nozzle in there. The control for the pump is right out here. That is attached to a 30-gallon tank, which you would fill up right there. Right up top here is your fresh tank water fill. If you plan on going somewhere where you don't have water hookup, then this will be what you want to fill up. That way you're filling up the fresh tank so you have water wherever you are. Right underneath that is your black tank flush. After you're done flushing out, or after you're done dumping your black tanks, a lot of times there's still solids left in the bottom, which you don't want. Obviously, it's not the best smells ever. So what you'll do is you hook up a hose right here. The black tank has sprayers built in, and it will wash out that black tank for you. Underneath that is your city water inlet. So if you do have water hookup, you'll put that right there. Spray port directly underneath, so you have outside water access. Cable and satellite inlets are right here. And then your 30-amp detachable power cord will plug in right there. Moving forward a little bit, if you take a look right down here, you will see your termination. Note that both your black and gray tank valves are on there, nice and easy. And right up above that is your 10-gallon water heater. Now, something I didn't mention, but it is worth mentioning, this water heater does run off both gas and electric. You can turn on both of them at the same time for faster recovery. Then right up here in the very front, as promised, is your generator. One of the cool things about this coach, folks, is that everything on here is standard. So you get the fuel pump station as a standard, you get the doors in the back, the bed, all that is standard. Same thing with your Cummins Awning 4,000 watt generator here. So, you know, this obviously allows you to camp off the grid when you don't have hookup. If you need power, you want to be able to run the AC, you can run your generator right here and be able to operate everything inside the coach. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Fuel F287. If you're interested in this travel trailer and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.